Okay.
All right, welcome to No More Popcorn. We're missing Nathan. He is currently overthrowing a democratically elected socialist leader.
Just messing with you because we hit over 300 subscribers. So.
Yeah, trust me, I've kept one eye over my shoulders all week. But Nathan's over with the CIA, overthrowing a democratically elected socialist leader. He'll be back with us next week.
Yeah. That's happening.
Yeah.
Next week, I imagine we should be able to get the chef's choice done. Next week.
I'm like I thought you guys were gonna show up at my workplace.
Not
Like
a bad idea.
I saw his car. I actually saw like the same car he drives.
Yeah.
At a pump, and I was like, "Oh God!" I was like, "Where?"
It might have been. He might have been heading home that morning.
That's kind of what I was afraid of. I was like, "Oh no, oh no, not at the workplace."
Let's do these shots real quick, and
me.
then we'll do get into our movie, Silent Madness.
Silent Madness.
Okay. Oh, cheers.
Huh.
Ugh. So I picked Silent Madness for Halloween because Halloween's coming up. I thought it was going to be scary. No. It's a big letdown.
Yeah.
Hated it. There was so Silent Madness, Vinegar Syndrome came out with the release of this. Sadly, I made the choice of doing the non 3D version, and I still don't think the 3D version would have helped it.
No.
I don't care what you people say about this being an awesome cult movie. It wasn't great.
It wasn't. No. And there wasn't a whole lot of opportunity for 3D. Like when you watch a 3D designated movie in non 3D, there's still a lot of.
Oh, there was opportunity in the kills for it, but they just picked the worst moments.
They missed opportunities.
Yeah.
There's one like axe at the beginning of the movie that looked like it was but it didn't follow through.
There was a point where a girl was getting her head crushed. That would have been awesome.
That would have been excellent. Yeah, to see some brain matter coming out at you, but no.
Missed.
They didn't even show like for a second showed her head in the vice
or the titties.
That would have been excellent in 3D. Yeah,
just come right at you.
No.
Got to dodge the nips. But the premise of this movie is we have a psych ward. They're running a new computer system, and they're like, "Hey, we got to release some people." Mm-hmm. They released the wrong person. Instead of Edwards Johns, it was John Edwards.
Howards.
Oh, Howards. That's
John Howards and Howard Johns.
Yeah. I'm still a bit confused by this because the doctor that catches on to this, she's like, "Why are we releasing this guy? Oh, he's good to go."
Yeah.
Which I thought that was his name, was Howard Johns.
It was John Howard's.
But yeah, and they're like, "Oh, okay." And then she's looking up these files, and it's the other guy is the one that got released instead. So I'm still confused as who was supposed to be.
Well, and they kept inferring to this the female doctor kept bringing it up and reporting to this male doctor.
Kruger.
And Dr. Kruger. Strange name choice, but whatever. Dr. Kruger, and they kept alluding to this program that he had.
This top of the line program.
Where
no women allowed.
No girls allowed. And like they kept alluding to the okay, we're releasing non-violent criminals and non-violent mental people, because the opening scene is this guy just like wandering around in the girls' bathroom.
Oh yeah, that dude. He was a nice guy.
Yeah, he was a perfectly well-adjusted,
and then
dude. And she gets him back in there.
Yeah, I liked when he was like, "Are we sure you're releasing this guy?" Yeah, it was on the paper.
Yeah, it was on the paper. Yeah, he's just back there like a doctor. Yeah. There's something wrong with this guy for sure. Yeah. But it seems like they're kind of releasing these people insidiously to see if they can just cut. They make it seem like
they're trying to save on costs. They're like, we got too many people. We don't have enough staff. And then if something happens, we'll just take them back in.
Yeah, not a big deal.
It's the 80s.
Well, what actually they didn't talk about in the movie,
Mhm.
1984 was a Reagan year,
Oh,
and Reagan at the time was actually cutting loose people on mental health and drugs
Oh.
rehabilitation
Oh
programs.
man, this movie got a lot deeper meaning to me
Well,
now.
I mean, they didn't say anything about it, but
mean-
like, if I mean, I wasn't there,
I mean, if you were there, wow, okay,
but like, yeah,
This
at that time,
changes my thought about this movie now.
at the time, Reagan was cutting those programs and just cutting drug addicts and
Yeah.
mental patients loose on the streets
Hmm.
for the sake of tax savings.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I
Huh.
immediately thought of when they're like, we're gonna send these, and okay, so they send out Howard Johns, who's
Yeah.
a psychopath killer,
Right.
and then John Howard's, who's just like,
Yeah.
they keep him, and their justification. She does the research on the computer.
Yes.
She goes to the L ward
Yeah.
where they keep all the real psychopaths.
Right. In some computer simulation thing that they're hooked up to, because they keep inferring like they're brain dead.
Yeah, they're brain dead.
They're better off there.
They're the living dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they justify it. They have a meeting with all the doctors.
Yeah.
And basically, what that ends up boiling down to is deceased, or excuse me, released. I thought you said deceased.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
When they're trying to
basically,
cover up their
Yeah.
trails, like, it's fine. I'll take care of it. Oh, dude died.
Yeah, he actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get those records for you.
How about you take the weekend
Yeah,
off?
crazy lady. You're just
You're a woman doctor.
yeah, woman doctor. And that's the whole thing throughout the movie. Everybody's like, it's a woman doctor. She's crazy.
She's nuts.
Nobody believe her.
The uterine glands.
So she's like, you know what? I'm gonna go to New York to do this, to do some research. She goes to New York.
Barrington, New York.
Yeah, Barrington, New York. It's 3 hours away. So this dude, Edwards John, is that the name that we're? Is that that's the killer's name, right?
Howard's John.
Howard
Johns.
Howard Johns kills a couple while they're camping.
Yeah.
And then he ends up in the sorority house, which you find out later he murdered a bunch of women in the sorority house. Don't want to spoil the whole beans to you.
Don't spill the
Yeah.
beans.
So doctor lady, she's like, I'm gonna go do my research and find him. And then she goes to the newspaper.
Oh, the sheriff. She goes to the sheriff first.
Oh, the sheriff,
and he's
deputy sheriff.
Probably the best character I feel like in this movie.
Oh yeah,
because he's like, let me go check my files. Pulls out a Coors Light,
the truest
of files that you can pull out. At first he like stumbles towards the shotguns when he finds out that
he may still be alive.
Yeah, because he's like, you think I was born? Because the guy had apparently cut his neck.
He had a run in with him. Yeah.
He goes to and he's like, you know what? This is actually. Let me check the files. Pulls out a beer.
Yeah. And then he's still like, you know what? I don't really believe you, but you can go next door to the newspaper, and I'm gonna make these calls to make sure you're not crazy. And I'm gonna wait on a call back. But yeah, so she runs into a dude that works at the newspaper who's constantly getting cock blocked.
Yeah, by this old lady on the phone.
Because he's like, I want to get it in with the main character, and she just keeps butting in.
You
gotta call.
To be fair, it's a small town. He's probably boning that lady.
No, I don't think he is. I think he's the only eligible man.
I agree, but if you've only got so many options in Barrington, New York,
apparently the only options you got is sheriff deputy, who drinks Coors and just keeps to himself with his shotguns.
As the
newspaper guy.
Yeah.
I guess you would be fighting for a newspaper guy. He was more attractive. But yeah, so newspaper guy comes up with the idea with Dr. Lady. Hey, why don't you go undercover, act like a sorority person at the college, go there, hang out, get some info. We might find the dude.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. She gets there. We get another murder at the sorority house from Roller Derby Girl where her head kind of explodes
yeah.
in the vice grip. And then there's not really a lot of murders that happen
In the interim, no.
Yeah, and then where was I going with this? Oh yeah, later on we can skip a lot of these. We find out the reason for this man's killings. So back in the day, old lady sorority girl, the housemaid or whatever she is,
Woman,
the house warden. She's talking to the doctor. She's like, "Hey, yeah, this is what happened back in the day. We would haze our girls, and we would just spank them. And Howard Johns would like to sit there and watch. And
it was in the steam room because it all took place in the boiler room.
And the hazing is girls paddling other girls. Ooh, oh. So the two head sorority girls are like, "Oh, I see Howard Johns over there. Let's mess with him."
Yeah.
And they got him on the couch. And they're like, all these girls just showing their boobs and rubbing all over him and stuff. And he gets paddled once and he loses his mind.
He just has a complete come
and
apart.
Shoots them all with the nail gun and kills them. That's what snapped.
Just getting spanked. One singular paddling. He would have not have lived well with my mom.
I don't agree with his reasoning of being snapped. Sound like too much of a good time. Maybe his brain just couldn't comprehend. Like, there's no way.
He really could have turned that whole situation, or he fumbled that situation real badly.
Just could have laughed it off and just went about his business. Yep. But no. Killed them all. And then, so she's like, "Oh, this happened." That was the flashback. This happened. And later on, the cop gets a call back from the doctors. "Oh, yeah, no. Dude's not alive.
He's dead as hell.
He's dead because they're covering their tracks."
You find out the top female doctor.
But what was really good in that scene, because we have newspaper guy with her. He's covering for her. He's like, "No, she's seen him. He's alive and well. He's killing people
straight up."
And once they see this death certificate, because in this movie it does prove you can print up anything and people just believe it.
A little bit harder back in 1984, but by God, they do it.
Yep. No, he's dead. It says it right here. This death certificate.
On the weekend that she's supposed to be off, the government's just open in the weekend.
Yep.
In the 80s.
This lady's crazy.
Yep.
And Deputy Sheriff, he makes a comment to the dude, and he's like, what was it?
He said,
"You got a beautiful broad," or something like that. "You don't need to be thinking with your dick." Which I thought was the best line in the whole movie. Because it is true. You don't need to be thinking with your dick.
Don't.
But
do nothing.
His heart was in the right place because she did see it. But we all know this man was thinking it was his dick.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Later on, once they were kind of gauging
Howard Johns
was back in that sorority house, because the car was all the tires were flattened on this girl's
tires
car.
were flattened, the phone lines were cut.
It's just a prank from the other
the sorority boys down the road. They're just pranking us.
It's just a prank
with gross private property
The things
damage.
you could do back in the day, now they're all felony charges.
Yeah, you're getting sued.
You're going to go to jail for 25 years if you prank somebody.
Yeah.
But back then, boys would be boys.
Yeah.
Whatever. Hilarious. Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah. Newspaper guy. He's like, "I'll take this college girl."
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Up the road.
Yeah. My house is right by where she's trying to go. You stay here.
Yeah. Because he realized he wasn't going to get it in with her. I'm going to try things out with this college girl. But
take her back to the lake house real quick.
Yeah. Makes sense.
He takes her back to where, because it was her car that we see the tires were slashed.
Back to the beginning. She's like, my sister is with her boyfriend camping. And I'll just hitch a ride with him. Can somebody take me back while I wait to get my car fixed? And that's where he's like,
I'll call the Shell station too for you.
Yeah, they'll just come fix your car without you there. That makes sense. 80s were a different time.
different
You could
Reagan
trust
years.
people.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you had that goes on. Yeah, you got John Andrews. I can never get this man's name right. This misunderstood serial killer. He kills the other bitches in this house. Um, and then oh yeah, the hospital was like, we got to go kill
Yeah, we got to
John
go.
Andrews and Doctor
John
bitch.
Henry and
Yeah.
Dr. Female.
Yes.
Both need to be brought up. They're going to kill because they already wrote the death certificate.
Yeah.
They filed it with the state.
No paper trail.
No paper trail.
No,
You get it.
no
He's dead.
witnesses. Yep.
And they're bringing her back to L Ward for the VR
to be crazy.
death bag. Yeah. And for raping.
Yeah. Yeah. So the two attendants, not workers.
Yeah. Yeah. Because there's that scene where like, I'm Steph, you're an attendant.
Right.
You know, so they have skin in the game as far as getting revenge on this woman.
Yeah.
They're heading from New York to Barrington, New York.
3 hours away.
3-hour drive to.
They get there,
clean everything up.
They're trying to. Yeah, they get up there. They're trying to get them. They don't.
No.
Pretty much skip all this.
The most goofy, half-handed chase fight
scene is terrible. It's yeah. The ending, whatever. It's lame. You want to watch it, but honestly, save yourself some time.
Yeah, you find out.
This.
Yeah, straight up.
Just watch this review because instead of an hour and a half of your life gone,
maybe 15, 20 minutes.
Of us drunkenly ranting
talking about this movie. So
you take your pick.
Yeah. How much was the DVD?
Oh, it was a part of a set. It was like $20 maybe.
Exactly. This YouTube video is free.
No. Oh, yes, this YouTube video.
Yeah, this free. YouTube video is free. The pain that I will be inflicted upon by Nathan and previously Patrick was not free. That's bodily damage. That's out of the love of my heart.
Going to scores.
Well, do you want to talk about the ending?
Nah.
Where you find out that...
Nah. If they want to watch it, they can find it out.
Well, you just told them not to watch it and just to watch this video.
If they want to know the ending, they can watch it. It's so bad. You could take it or leave it. Like you
Howard John's mom was the one that shot all those women with the nail gun.
Crazy twist.
It doesn't make any sense because if Howard John's mom was a serial killer, why did Howard Johns get released from the mental hospital and then just start killing?
Program. That's all he knew.
Is electroshock therapy and murder.
Yeah.
This was not a good movie.
No, it wasn't. So that's why I suggest let's get into scores.
Yeah, well, I don't listen. I'm sorry. This was 1.5 buckets of popcorn for me. It wasn't good.
Yeah,
I didn't fall asleep during this movie, but
it wasn't so bad. It was good.
It wasn't. Bad. It was just bad. Yeah, it was just half-assed fight scenes. There wasn't a lot of murders, and the murders that were involved were half-assed murder scenes.
Yeah.
It was a lot of this woman proving that she's a good investigative doctor.
Yeah.
And fighting the patriarchy, I guess, in 1984.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to even go on a long-winded thing.
It's good. Just let it go. Me, I was just going to give it a 2. Reason why, a lot of missed opportunities, especially like with this being apparently like a cult classic slasher drama. Like, no,
to who?
I don't know.
Internet nerds,
possibly,
probably.
But like, especially like from a dude that made like Friday the 13th. I don't know if this was like his first movie doing this or not, but it wasn't great. It's like missed opportunities with the 3D, and you can tell even watching like just the flat 2D version of it. because you see the 3D parts in it, and you're like, why'd you do that? Like, but I guess at the time it was cool, it was crazy, but like instead of just the hooks or the axe coming through, the head explosion would have been sweet.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been so cool. And then yeah, just not
When
a lot
you
of kills.
when you take it into the realm of 3D, like a
Mhm.
3D movie,
Yeah.
it just makes it, I feel like, that much worse. Just because it's
Yeah.
like there was not a lot of 3D. We watched it in
Mhm.
2D,
Mm-hmm.
and the only thing that could really differentiate
Oh,
between a 2D and a 3D was the fact that like the film was sometimes
yes,
blurry.
yeah.
Like it
You
was
do
sometimes
see
like,
that. Yeah, if you do buy this movie for the like, yeah, I would probably recommend maybe try it in 3D.
but it doesn't
I
even
made that
seem like it would be
decision.
that impressive.
No, it wouldn't.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
like a
It
lot of
just
3D movies now. There's
watching
not a
it
point to
2D just made it seem
them.
like fuzzier, like it was filmed on a sepia
Yeah,
filter or
there,
something like that.
there's
It just didn't.
definitely certain scenes where you definitely notice it, and you're. I was thinking to myself, why at this point would it be 3D? It makes
Yeah,
no
you're
sense.
just sitting in a sorority
Yeah.
house, like just
Yeah.
watching them play Monopoly
Yeah.
between two people,
Ooh.
and no,
Yeah.
not a good movie. Don't buy it. Don't watch it.
If you do watch it, let us know. Um, that's our comment. Hopefully next week we should have 2 videos, next movie review, and then the onslaught onto Nick here.
If we
Oh,
can
hey
get
Nathan. Kidding. Like to see him on edge.
if we can get some comments, we're gonna be sending some shirts or a singular shirt to a lucky commenter.
Okay, we need to have this comment set in stone because I think some rando person just put a lot of letters in a comment on one video.
Well, I don't care.
I don't remember what that was about. I
If we
know
can get
there
a
was-
certain amount of comments,
Yes.
we as a collective group can pick a comment
Uh-huh.
and send them a shirt.
Okay, so we gotta grade it because we have to do so many amount of comments in a video to easier see this one-on-one shirt that you're gonna make and how many
Right.
comments.
Like 25 comments.
25 comments on what video? This video
or Mutant Hunter.
Okay, so 25 comments. Do we want this collectively or on each video?
It should be a singular video.
Okay, so this video or Mutant Hunt. Once it gets to 25 comments, this man will make you a one-of-one.
I've got
No
the
more
design
popcorn
plotted
shirt.
out. Yeah, no more popcorn T-shirt, and let's drive up some engagement. I'm already gonna get fucking twisted up by Nathan like a damn.
Oh yeah, could be an image of him getting twisted up by Nathan.
Yeah,
Who
I
knows?
might have to just actually print out a shirt of a screenshot of me getting twisted up by Nathan. Twisted up by Nathan on the front, doubled over in pain because of some frijoles on the back.
I mean, that might be a one of 7.
Because everyone wants to wear that shirt.
Yeah. That
I would
might be
wear
a
that
one.
shirt.
Yeah. That's
I mean,
why
I
I
can't
suggest
blame.
a 1 of 7.
I was just gonna like draw on a white T-shirt with Sharpie.
Yeah.
That's probably not that other idea of me getting fucked up. Yeah. Fucked
Well,
up.
if you draw it, they'll be truly original.
Truly original, but
Yeah.
I'm not good at drawing.
Okay. So that's Silent Madness.
Silent Menace.
Madness.
Yeah. Not worth remembering.
An average of 1.75.
175.
It's been no more popcorn.
No more popcorn. We miss you, Nathan. Come back.